All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, you know it's here that we do it. We do it big, and we do things exclusively, and we do what's necessary for our people to be risen consciously to a higher level so we can tap into the wealth of God's universe for ourselves, our family, but most importantly, our community. My name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, with another historical broadcast. Can you believe this? This is broadcast 117. 117 broadcasts and counting here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. And we're super excited, right? Because we're here. Sister Brandy's here, and I'm here. And Brother Rodney, he might not make it. He's traveling, but he might show up. But we're excited, brothers and sisters, because you're here. You decided to be with us tonight for a special, special, special episode here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We have a special guest, special message, one that is very hard to get anywhere on the planet because of our brother who's present with us tonight and what God has deposited in him over the last 30 plus, 35 plus years of his life. So brothers and sisters, we want you to come on in, hit those share buttons right above our heads. Go ahead and hit those share buttons. If this is your first time, welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We come here by God's grace every Sunday at 6 p.m. So if this is your first time, don't make it your last time, because we're here to bring to you, brothers and sisters, that which we as Black people need to build wealth financially, spiritually, and emotionally. All right. So that's what we're doing here tonight. We're so excited. We got our brother here with us. He's already present and ready to go. We're not going to delay. We're going to cover some housekeeping items with our sister, our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy. We're going to get right into it. I know you all want to hear from our brother, Professor Griff. You know who he is, right? From the legendary rap group, the rock and roll inductee rap group Public Enemy. Our brother is here with us tonight. So brothers, come on in, clear your mind, clear your space, right? And be ready to hear what our brother has to share with us this evening, right? So let's go ahead and roll it over to Sister Brandy. She's going to give you some welcomes, and then we're going to get in there and we're going to bring our members on who've been in the queue, and we vetted them to make sure that it looks like it's a perfect match, and then we're going to move into the program and bring our brother on. But we want to give, our people some time. Some of us still on CP time. Give our people some time to look at their watch and say, oh, man, that's right. Professor Griff's going to be on. I need to log in. And that's what they're doing right now as I speak. Brothers and sisters, share this stream right above. You see those tabs. The first one is the Facebook like. Second one is Facebook. So you can share it on your feed. Put in hashtag BW Hangout. Griff is in the house. Hashtag BW Hangout. Griff, Professor Griff is in the house. Join us. Put that in your Facebook feed. Put that in your Twitter feed, and hit the rest of those tabs. G plus, whatever of those social media tabs you have an account. Send the word out, brothers and sisters. Right, send the word out. All right. So with that being said, let's roll over to Sister Brandy. She's going to welcome everybody, and then we're going to get this show on the road. Sister Brandy, are you there?
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Hear you loud and clear. Go right ahead.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So welcome once again, BWE members. We're excited that you're here live and in action with us. As Brother Daryl has already stated, it is episode 117. Yes, we are making progress. We are moving through. It has been over a year, and we are still going hard and strong, regardless to whom or what. So let me just really quick go over the reminders of the Black Wealth Empowerment. So, of course, tonight we have an amazing, super dope guest. Professor Griff is in the house. He'll be speaking to us very soon. Also, add in the message on your post on Facebook, BWE web on the page. Put your name, your mosque, your study group, your church, your synagogue, whatever organization you participate in. Put that information into the post. Also, add your business name. If you would like to add your telephone number, the website, however we can connect with you members. We want to know who you are so we can give you a quick shout out. before our super dope guest comes on. All right, so it's just real simple. I'll put my information in. We do it every week. Let us know who you are, where you're coming from. If you're coming from my study group, wherever you are, we want to know, and we want to welcome you to Black Wealth Empowerment. We also have 4 new members. We have Brother Ansar Muhammad. We also have Sunshine. We have Joanne, and we have Sister Pamela Muhammad. They're all over the nation. They are here to hear from Brother Professor Griff. So we're going to add them as our new members. Don't forget to like them as well and invite them in. They're just getting approved. And so we're welcoming our members there too. So definitely do a couple things before Brother Professor Griff gets on. Put your name, your mosque, your study group, church, synagogue, affiliation that you have, also your business information, the name of your business, the telephone number, and also the website, however you want us to reach you. If you have toilet paper that you sell, if you have baked goods that you sell, if you sell real estate, let us know, because we as a community want to connect and engage with each of our members. So I'm gonna send it back to you, Brother Daryl. I've done my part for the moment. I'm gonna pass it back.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Appreciate the acceptance of those members. Brothers and sisters, those that are watching on live or the replay, go into the Private Elusive Facebook group if you're members already, and personally send each of the new members a welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Okay, that's what you can do to help build this community. If you're going to be a part of a community of any kind, brothers and sisters, you want to consciously put forth the effort to build it up, because if you're not consciously, actively, purposely building up, then by default you're tearing it down. You're allowing it not to be alive, because everything and anything that's alive requires activity, requires movement on the part of the organisms that make up the body, right? And you're a part of what makes up Black Wealth Empowerment Live. All right. So, Brandy, I forgot how you can go in there, but go in there or share it inside the group, so those of us in the group can be reminded, and they can just hit the link and watch it live through the group. All right. So, brothers and sisters, we're excited to have you with us. All right. We're excited that this is broadcast 117, and we are no ways tired. I'm excited to have you with us, brothers and sisters. So you get ready. This is a special broadcast. Why? Because you're here, and our special guest is here. We need for you to share this stream. Hit those tabs again. Let's go ahead and share it a couple of more times within the next 3 minutes. All right. Let's go ahead and share it again within the next 3 minutes before we bring our brother on. All right. That's your price for admission, because this broadcast is free. All right. Now, those of you who are watching on our YouTube channel, there's links down below, I think over there in your left-hand corner, where you can share it, right? You can share it on your website and your blog. You can share it. You can share it on Twitter and Facebook. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that, brothers and sisters, because if you're no stranger to our brother, Professor Griff, you know he's a deep brother, right? That's what has made the group Public Enemy so strong, is because of this brother. As quiet as it's kept, I know, because I've been following the group and been, by God's grace, blessed to be his friend for 25 years. I think it said 27 years, right? That we've kept in contact. I've kept in contact with him, and we hooked up every time our path crossed. But brothers and sisters, go ahead and come on in, share this stream, tell your friends in the house who know of Public Enemy, and those who don't, they need to hear from our brother, Professor Griff, because he always goes deep. He always gives us a deeper look at what's ever happening inside music, Black music, inside our community. Not to go too far in that, we just want you to share this stream, because this is a special broadcast, brothers and sisters. We're happy that you're here. We're happy that you decide to be with us. And here at Black Wealth Empowerment, we always deliver, brothers and sisters. We always deliver, regardless of who's here and who's not. Last week we had our sister Rachel, who's a I don't know, I guess you call it certified healer, Chinese medicine healer, right? So that was powerful. How often do you get a chance to hear from a person that has been certified as a Chinese healer that's Black? That's how powerful this group is, brothers and sisters. That's how powerful this group is. And that's why you need to be an active, all right, keyword is active member of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. So if you're not a member, you're not participating in our private elusive Facebook group where everything's happening, it's called private for a reason. Then if you're watching us live, hit the link right below. You see it says live virtual networking. Hit that right now and open up another browser, take you to our page, hit the join button, and we'll make sure everything looks good on your end, and then we'll bring you on. That's how simple it is. Or if you're watching it on our YouTube channel, you can just open up another browser, go to your Facebook page and the search button in the search section, put in Black Wealth Empowerment. I believe it's all one word. You'll find us, and that's where you go and you'll click join the group, because you want to be a part of this group, brothers and sisters, right? Our brother, Professor Griff, has a lot of demands on him. He can be anywhere doing anything else. He says that he doesn't typically speak on, he said, I think he said Fridays and Sundays. But he's here tonight to share this special message with you, brothers and sisters, right? Only the way that Professor Griff can do. So you get ready. You come on, get ready, share this stream. Hit those tabs again. Facebook share, Twitter, G+, you hit them, Pinterest, all that's up there. Whatever tab's above and whatever's below, if you're watching it on our YouTube channel, brothers and sisters, go ahead and hit those share buttons, right? Because information, no matter when you get it, if it's timeless, like the information that our brother always shares, then it's never late information. It's never old information. It's never outdated information. That's how you know the quality of information, when it can stand the test of time, because it's rooted in truth. And that's what our brother prides himself on, right? So we want to go ahead and give the brother as much time as he needs. We usually go an hour. This is typically titled The Hour of Power. Because of the uniqueness of our brother, we'll give him as much time as he needs. Let me go ahead and just read a little bit of his bio, all right, so we can put it in a proper perspective. It says here, Professor Griff is a cultural entertainment analyst, internationally renowned educator, writer, producer, musician, rock and roll Hall of Fame recording artist, lecturer, and co-founding member of the pioneer and revolutionary hip-hop group Public Enemy. Author of popular music business guide called Music Business, RIP, Resource Information Publication. Griff stands as a highly acclaimed, seasoned entertainment industry veteran and sought after resource on all aspects of the music business. An activist within both the conscious and the hip hop community, Griff currently stands as a permanent figure on the international lecture circuit, which is riveting and powerful discourse book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. It goes on and on and on and on, brothers and sisters. His career spans over 27 years, right? He is also known, some of us old school knows him inside the group as the Minister of Information. And that's just not a term that he took because it sounds good or it fits into the persona of Public Enemy and their branding and, you know, how it's going to look as part of being a group. That's what that brother actually is. He's a minister of information. That's why he's written several books, right? He has a recent book that he recently written, and hopefully he'll share those books with us. But he is a minister of information. I've been blessed, personally blessed, to met the brother doing Fight the Power, when Fight the Power dominated the airwaves. Public Enemy, you know, I saw a special, Sister Brandy. It said Public Enemy, they voted Public Enemy as the #1 rap group in history. I remember seeing that on a VH1 special or something like that. But for them to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that speaks volume. But I've been blessed back in the Fight the Power days, which I had to look it up. That was 1990s. I've met this brother then, stayed in contact with him, Develop a relationship with this brother now over 27 years. Every time we cross each other's paths, I make sure I, right, go to him and share with him and talk with this brother. It's about relationships. And since you hear me talk about it all the time here on Black Wealth Empowerment Live, you are witnessing. You are witnessing the practitioner, right, practicing what we teach here at BWE. Now, the brother's going to cover a subject tonight that he gave. He gave us an acronym, C.R.E.A.M, C.R.E.A.M, Money Madness. I'm sorry, Money Madness, Music, and Mayhem. And if our brother's ready, come on, brother Professor Griff, come on, so we can turn it over to you. I think there he is. All right, brothers and sisters. Without further ado, we want to welcome to the BWE platform and the BWE family, our brother Professor Griff. How you doing, black man?
Maintaining, good brother. How you doing today?
Maintaining. Praise be to
All
God.
right.
Thank you, brother, for being here. I appreciate personally, from me to you, I appreciate your time, brother. You said you usually don't, speak on Sundays. So from my heart, I just want to appreciate you doing that for our group.
Yeah, the reason why I told you I don't do Fridays and Mondays because Fridays Negroes at happy hour and Sundays they in church, so I don't do either one. And just to correct you, we're not a rap group. We're a hip hop group, and there's a difference between rap and hip hop. Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. Thank you,
Yeah.
brother. Yeah. Thank you for
Yeah,
that clarification.
no
And if you
problem,
want to,
bro.
you can add the difference in it during your presentation. Before I turn the floor over to the brothers, I forgot to mention watchers, viewers. We're going to open up for question and answers at the end. So you can start putting your questions in during the brothers' presentation. If you're in the private exclusive Facebook group, go ahead and put them there. If you're not, but you're watching because you registered, go to Twitter. Go to Twitter and use hashtag BWE. So our sister Brandy can go in there and just put in hashtag BWE and see your questions. And at the end, we'll open up for question and answer. Okay. All right, brother. Brother Griff, take it away. Floor is
Well, I,
yours.
well, I think this is a lot more difficult than doing a 2 hour lecture. 2 hour lectures, you normally got time to stretch out and plan and set up what you're about to say. I'm at Starbucks borrowing their Wi-Fi because I was on the road. But sometimes you have to do it this way. It's a lot more difficult, and I want people to understand that. So if you see them, you hear them making a macchiato or a frappuccino in the background, that's just what it is.
Yes, sir. We're in this fight of liberation, brother Griff, and we got to get it any way we can. We use whatever resources are at our disposal.
Exactly. So the reason why I wanted you to entitle it Cream, because everyone that hears that title knows and understands that that's a Wu-Tang Clan song, Cream, and it simply means cash rules everything around me. And those that are listening can, y'all can follow up with the rest of what that says in the rap song. So he says, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, the dollar bill, y'all. Way before Wu-Tang made that popular, um, the OJs talked about for the love of money. So a lot of times when I hear these kind of programs, I automatically, my mind rolls back to a point where these wealth empowerment, wealth building kind of programs that I often hear, not necessarily from our people, because I think the most honorable Elijah Muhammad laid out that they would not teach us. The three things that they wouldn't teach us is the science of marriage, which is the science of mating, the science of warfare, and then the science of business. And that's critical. So when I hear programs like this, it remind me of the OJs. And the OJs had a song called "For the Love of Money," um, and they actually started the song off by saying, "Money, money, money." It says some people gotta have it, some people really need it. Um, and it goes on to say, it says, "Listen to me, y'all. We do things, we do bad things with it, and then even some cases, um, we want to do good things, do things, but do good things with it." So these kind of programs if you can remember the OJs, these kind of programs take us back to that period of time where people used to say often to me, um, money is the root of all evil. I say, nah, man, the devil is the root of all evil. Now he or she may use money. You understand what I'm saying? For evil purposes and evil means, but we can flip that dynamic and that paradigm around and use money for good things. Um, you ever stop and think what happens when they change the medium of how money is used? What if they change? What if we start using the euro or the Bitcoin? Or like the brothers and sisters in Africa, they use their cell phones in reference to as far as currency is concerned, buying and selling and trading. So this is a very critical time that we're dealing with right now in terms of wealth building and as far as money. Um, Brother Jahi Muhammad, who I often travel with, pointed out a very critical thing to me on the cover of Forbes magazine. The Forbes that's on the shelf right now on the newsstand right now. There's a cover of a pop star called The Weeknd, and he says turning 3.2 billion streams into $92 million. I'm going to repeat that. The pop star, whose name is The Weeknd, he turned 3.2 billion streams into $92 million. And then the title of the article talks about streaming grows up from music to film to comedy. The new entertainment economic and is booming. Why is it booming? Because it's booming because of this concept of streaming. All right, streaming music, streaming video, streaming movies. So it talks about the 100 top earning celebrities. We're not going to go over the whole 100, but we're going to dive into that particular concept. But what I wanted to share with everyone, who are the 100 celebrities? And then how is the categories breaking down? We're going to talk about a few of them, but how are the categories breaking down? And how is someone like The Weeknd able to turn 3.2 million streams into $92 million? So when we're talking about a chart, and it talks about who are the 100 celebrities. It's a small, tiny percentage of magicians that are out there working in Las Vegas. They constitute a very small percentage. I'm talking about magicians, not musicians. Magicians. Number 2 on the list would be authors. All right, they're getting these two, position 1 and 2, are getting the lesser share of this total 100% of this particular pie. Comedians come in number 7. All right, actors come in at number 10. Number 14, personalities come in at number 14. So only thing you'd have to have is a personality to come in at number 14. The gap widens here. Athletes are at 30% and musicians are at 37%. And that makes up the total pie of the 100 celebrities that make up this pie that's reeking in the billions of dollars. All right. Now keep in mind there's other concentric circles that you could set next to this. I'm talking about lawyers and doctors and engineers and all the other people in the different professions. But this is just celebrities. Your local dentist is not a celebrity, so he wouldn't be in this pie right here. All right. So it says the key takeaways across the category: streamings turn into a major moneymaker. So I know a lot of people out there are thinking, okay, well, what is a stream? Basically, if you have a cell phone, and for example, if you're with T-Mobile will do a deal with Pandora or another streaming service, Spotify, and because those artists have their songs with these particular companies, you can now have a subscription and you can stream their songs and you can listen to their songs as long as you pay your subscription. Well, if you had 10,000 people subscribe to your streaming service for for $14.95 a month. You could do the math yourself. $14.99 per month times 10,000. Now you do the math. So we're talking about streaming. We're talking about an artist have signed a deal for these particular companies to have their songs, and each artist has at least like myself. If you've made 3 albums, you have at least a catalog of 35 songs, in which me as an artist may get pennies. I'm gonna say that again, pennies. It's probably what, a half a cent, 0.000.000.000.8 is what you get paid per stream. So that's really truly no money. But I'm going to tell you and show you how the weekend flipped 3.2 million streams into $92 million dollars. So what the weekend did was he says, no, I don't want to basically get paid. I'm going to set up a system where I want people to download my stuff for free. And what he wanted to do is build a fan base first. And once he got their information from these aggregating tools, all right, once he got their information, i.e., your phone number, i.e., your email address, he was able to build a fan base and then turn around and make a deal with the promoters. So then he can actually book a tour to say, listen, I don't know, I got 10,000 people in the Baltimore area that's listening to my stuff. That constitutes money. If I come to concert and you got 5,000 of those 10,000 showing up, that's real money, real tickets they're buying, and that's real people. That turns into actual money. So he was able to parlay a deal with the promoter to put him on tour for 75, 80 dates. All right. And they advanced him $75 million. This is how you parlay this new paradigm, because everything is in the digital realm now. So the income directly related to streaming surged 118% to 387 percent million from 177 million in 2016. So from 2016 to 2017, the surge in streams grew because now people are no longer buying CDs. They're making computers now that don't even have drives in them anymore. All right, they're making cell phones that don't even have a headphone jack. All right, so we have to understand what these major companies are doing, because they're manipulating and forcing the artists to understand technology so we can do business different. Right now, even if you're on here, the brother and sister, brother Darryl and the Brandy and the other brothers and sisters that's responsible for this program had to actually acquire and do business with Gmail, do business with Google, do business with Google Hangout. All right. So they had to build their fan base on here. Now, whether they can monetize this is a different story. All right. So leading the way in Canadian singer the weekend, who has translated 5.5 billion streams in the past 2 years into an estimated $75 million touring advance. They gave him an advance. An advance. I hope y'all are hearing me. Give me an indication that you're hearing me, Brother Darryl.
Yes, sir. Hear you loud and clear, brother.
Okay, let me finish. Okay. So to aggregate earnings of the Celebrity 100 are essentially flat just over $5 billion in the past 12 years as compared to 2016. So the surge is phenomenal. All right. So that should give us an indication that we might need to get into the streaming business, because right now, T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and a few other ones are jockeying for position now to serve as the record labels. I'm going to say that again, because I want your record artists to listen to what I'm saying to y'all. All right. T-Mobile, all the major communication companies are jockeying for position now to serve as the record labels. So you have to sign on to somebody that's actually streaming in order to get your stuff heard. All right. I have here the top earning, and I want y'all to look this up because I'm not going to be the best knower in the room today. All right, if you listen via your phone or your computer, open up a new window and Google the top earning dead celebrities of 2015. We're talking about artists like Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, and other artists that have been dead a long time. How much are they still earning? Well, in 2015, uh, you had artists that sat on the top of the black music charts, but they were all white artists. How does that dynamic happen? So here we have dead celebrities and artists, and then we have the ones that live on the other side of the fence who are culture bandits who came in and stole our music. And they range from the Lady Gagas um, to other artists that have came in and appropriated black music. All right. Justin Bieber, and please, can y'all text me or email me and let me know what Justin Bieber actually does? Um, for real. So, but it's ranging from Lady Gaga at 80 million, Bon Jovi at 79 million, Toby Keith at 65 million. This is 2015. We're in 2017 now. Coldplay at 64 million. Some of these artists y'all probably never even heard of. All right. Beyonce is way down on the list at number 10 at 53 million. Elton John at 54 million. Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, and other people. All right. So this is a real dynamic. But now I want to test Sister Brandy and Brother Daryl. I need y'all to name me. First of all, name me the 4 elements of hip hop. I hope y'all didn't think that y'all was getting off the hook today.
No, sir. Class
Okay.
is in session.
So for the sake of Brandy, I see you Googling it. Don't Google that like that. but the 4 elements of hip hop, as I wrote in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. All right, which is right here. Can you see this, brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I talked about the 4 elements of hip hop in this book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. And they are MCing, which is the griot, DJing, of course, we the masters at the djembe, which is the drum, and of course we the experts at graffiti because we're the ones that etch those glyphs in the walls of the pyramids. All right, and then of course it's breakdancing, graffiti, uh, MCing, and of course um, we can't get away without doing the graffiti, without the DJing, without the griots. You understand what I'm saying? So with these elements that we put in place, I let y'all off the hook. But with these elements we put in place, there's a category there called DJing, which is something that we created in the dark, in the park. We the ones that invented the mixer, and then Radio Shack came along and stole the patented and put that out for mass consumption. But who is the number 1 DJ in the world? All right, and how much did they earn last year?
A
And,
Canadian DJ.
and I'm gonna give you all a few minutes to Google that.
He was a Canadian DJ, wasn't it, Brother Griff?
Yes, but what is his name?
Oh, I don't know. I
We
think he
need
made like about 32 million or something.
absolutely not. Calvin Harris, who made $63 million.
Oh shucks, I cut his money in half. Sorry about that.
Calvin Harris at 63 million. Testo at 38 million. All right.
Damn.
I call this next gentleman David G because his last name is hard to pronounce, but he might be a Greek or something at 28 million. Zed at 24.5 million.
Damn.
These are the Forbes highest earning DJs in the world. Go look at the list. You'll see one brother on there. And he's on the entry level from an art form that we created. Are you following what I'm saying? The actual measures earning over a 12-month period. There is nothing really subjective about it. It's really just who pulled in the most money from a 12-month period. This is 12 months. Now I got the earnings of these people from last year. All right. Calvin Harris was at 48 million. So he made an extra 12 or 15 million just in a year DJing. I mean, I'm sure, I hope y'all are getting this. This article says, I ain't fooling around. I'm building assets. That was a quote from P. Diddy, claiming to claiming Forbes back, and this is 1999. It turns out P. Diddy was right. The majority of his 2017 total earnings comes from selling 1/3 of his Sean John clothing line for an estimated $70 million. Not to mention C.R.E.A.M, the Vodka's partnership, and his Bad Boy Family reunion tour. Beyonce came in a close second at 105 million. All right. And this is real. These are real numbers. So we have to understand this particular dynamic. And then the whole idea of hip hop dethroning rock. Hip hop dethrones rock, earning more than rock music. Now we have to understand that this particular dynamic for what it's worth. White people outnumber black people in America at 3-1. Rock is the #1 music in America. Shortly after that, it was pop and then hip hop. Hip hop now in 2017 has, according to the Nielsen ratings, have surpassed and dethroned rock and pop music. So who are the top hip hop artists? A minute ago, Eminem sat at the top of the black music charts. Now Kendrick Lamar and a few other people sit at the top. So for the first time ever, hip hop is the most consumed music genre in the U.S. Forbes reports using numbers the Nielsen Music recently released in mid-year report, while rock has long ruled, holding the top genre spot since Nielsen began to measure music consumption in the United States in 1991. The tables have turned, with R&B hip hop now surpassing the popularity of rock and pop. So it's R&B/hip hop that's surpassing rock and pop. What is that saying to you? All right. If you're thinking military strategy right now, you're absolutely correct. White people are actually listening to black music artists, R&B and hip hop. So 25.1% of all music consumption in the country, while rock claimed 23%. Hip hop also leads in the digital song sales on demand streaming. This is critical. Out of the 10 most consumed albums in the United States for the 6-month period between January and June of this year, 6 were R&B and hip hop artists. Kendrick Lamar topped the list with his album Damn, with nearly 1.8 million listeners. Drake comes in a close second. All right. So we have to understand this, because just a few minutes ago, there was a secret meeting that destroyed hip hop. So much for destroying hip hop. It's actually sitting at the top of the charts now, earning the most money. And then we can actually go and look at who are the top 25 artists who went bankrupt this year or last year. It is ridiculous. So we have to understand this particular dynamic and how it works. And then there was a beautiful book that a few brothers in the Nation of Islam put out, and sisters. It was called How White Folks Got So Rich. Well, this is one of the ways they get so rich. Just like back in post-slavery, they've taken the talent of black people, exploited it, and used it for their game, and they throw us trinkets, almost like sharecropping. So read the book How White Folks Got So Rich, and then fast forward it to today, and you'll see how some of these people are waxing fat. I'm talking about the PayPal owners and the rest of these people who've openly admitted recently he's been watching and keeping his eye on certain 18 white Anglo-Saxon 18-year-olds, and he uses them to do blood transfusions every few months. This guy actually pays these young white guys to come in and gets rid of his own blood for new blood. I don't know how some of y'all are living like that out there that's listening to me. Ain't too many of us living like that. We ain't talking about getting a car every few months. This dude gets blood every few months. So my whole mantra for 2017 and beyond, like my man Damien said on what's that popular television show?
Breakfast Club?
No, the serious one where the people come on and try to get
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. Brother Damien on there. He says, rise and grind. That's what I say every morning now, rise and grind, because I don't work for anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody giving me a check. I ain't got no pension when I turn 65. So rise and grind. If you're networking, get up early, stay focused, watch less TV, read more books, avoid time wasters. Like your country ass cousin that keep calling. Oh, excuse me. Like your country cousin that keep calling you, wasting your time every morning with gossip. Invest in your health. Most of y'all are invested in your wealth, but you're sick as hell. You ain't even gonna have time to enjoy it. Take calculated risk. Be your own boss. Marry a boss. Have boss children. Retire at 40. Live your life. You understand what I'm saying? Write down your goals. Work smarter, not harder. Do something you believe in. You understand what I'm saying? Work with people that you trust. All right? And foster meaningful relationships on a private level and on a basic business level. Get stuff done. All right? I want people around me that's going to motivate me. I don't want them always working for me. I may start them out, but I don't want them always working for me, including my family members. And this is a real dynamic, and we need to understand these basic principles. All right? Find you the wealth bending, YouTube clips on there. Play them every day. Repetition is the mother of learning. Take some of them principles and make them applicable to your business strategy and your business model. All right. I just so happen to be an author. I just so happen to be a publisher. I just so happen to be a recording artist. Or I just so happen to be a writer. But I invested my things outside of the music industry. Recently, I've invested into a bottled water company called C.R.E.A.M. So I can honestly say to myself, okay, if I think within the next 5 to 10 years, they're not going to be fighting in the Middle East and other places over oil, it's going to be over water. And if I think that's actually the case, I need to look forward, invest in water. And right now, looking at the health of our people, most of us don't drink a decent bottle of water every day, 8 to 16 ounces. Trust me, we don't. We don't have filters on our faucets, and we don't have a dispenser in our kitchens where we getting healthy water that's going to keep us alive. The earth is covered 3/4 with water. The body, fluids in the body is 75% water. How are you going to live without water? So I said to myself, I need to invest in water. So I found a brother that's into the bottling water business, and I invested in that, and I put my energy and resources into that, and I invited like-minded people like myself to invest in it also. So we have to understand something. James Madison himself said, history records that the money changers have used every form of abuse, intrigue, deceit, and violent means possible to maintain their control over governments by controlling the money and the issuance of money. If that is the case and they're still in control, then we have to be able to do like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said and do business with other countries and our people in other countries. There's nothing wrong with that. So let me take a deep breath and put this on your mind real quick. The business model that I started looking at was Facebook. Facebook is nothing but a website. And all Facebook did is connect people with other people. And the advertisers saw that. Facebook ended up with 1 billion subscribers. And Facebook was able to parlay 1 billion subscribers into $1 billion. Because advertisers looked at that and said, okay, everybody and their mother on the planet got a Facebook page. How can we turn that into dollars? Well, then I looked at the second model, which was Uber. Uber said, now, wait a minute. I could take Shaliqua, who's taking the bus every day, and Brother Darryl, who has a nice, expensive Lexus, and he drives by her every day at the bus stop. Why can't I connect them to, and Brother Darryl give Sister Shaliqua a ride? And then he can do the group thing and pick up Sister Brandy on the way. He going that way anyway. So all Uber did was say, okay, we're going to put a sticker on his car. We're going to give him a contract and make a deal with Brother Darryl. When he pick up Shaliqua and Brother and Sister Brandy on the way to work anyway and drop them off where they need to go, we'll pay him. That caused Brother Darryl to say, forget that job. I don't need to do this. I could do this Uber thing. So, but all Uber is a company that owns no taxis. Am I right or wrong? Come on now.
That's right. That's right.
They own no taxis.
Yes, sir.
Airbnb doesn't own one damn hotel. They own a business model. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
This is how we have to start thinking in 2017 and beyond. The second business I invested in, well, this is the one I created. I created a black dating site. But the dating site is not only to get people to come on and meet one another. It's a place where you can do business. I put up a directory and a calendar so that when Brother Darryl and Sister Brandy come up and do their show, I could use that as a portal to broadcast that and publicize that and market and promote their show throughout the entire globe by using affiliates. I don't think y'all heard me.
Break that down for us.
It's a portal. It's a website. On the website, you can go and meet someone, like-minded people. The site is called Like Minds, Like Mine. I want to meet someone like-minded, whether we end up dating, getting married, or just doing business with one another. But I want to be able to go on there and see what's going on in any particular city at any given time. I'm sitting at Starbucks in Bowie, Maryland. I don't know what's going on in Bowie, but if I went to that website, I could figure out, well, what's going on tonight in Bowie. Maybe I'd like to go see some jazz, hear some jazz. Maybe I'd like to go to a comedy show. But I want to be able to go to that one site and figure out where that's happening at. You understand what I'm saying? I might want to go find out where some vegan food at in Bowie. So the site is called Like Minds, Like Mine. That site will provide that. Also, there's a business directory on there where people can put up jobs and people can go there to get jobs. These are the business models that we need to set up. And you talk about running these businesses from the comfort of your own home. As long as you got a secure server and as long as you got a working laptop, you're in business. And this is real. So in 1960s, 40% of blacks had their own business. All right, and 80% of black families were a two-parent household. Today, less than 7% of blacks own their own business, and only 25% of black families are two-parent. What changed? What happened? Something happened. We took pride in owning our own business. My auntie couldn't keep a job to save her life. But my auntie can cook the hell out of some pies. So all my uncle did was say, you cook the pies, I'll sell them for you. Guess what my uncle did? My uncle drove taxis. But my uncle had enough clients getting in his taxi that he sold the cakes and pies for his wife. That's how we have to think. And I'm sure you remember Mayor Amshar Rothschild, Minister Farrakhan mentioned this. He said, permit me to issue and control the money of a nation. I care not who makes his laws. They don't care. You control someone's money, you don't care what they say and do. Plain and simple. That's a real dynamic. So what I've given y'all is a few business models, a peep into my personal life and how I'm doing business and who I'm doing business with. I told you about Like Minds, Like Mine, which is a conscious social network and dating environment. Serious Minds, of course, is my show that I do every week. And basically it's one of those kind of shows I do that the people support it. So what happens now, the people say, okay, Griff is on every week. Let me advertise with Griff. And it happens. The last business model I want to share before I open up for a Q&A is Millennium 5. Millennium 5 is actually the new business model for the new music industry. We're actually going to make entrepreneurs out of every musician and every artist that wants to sign on with us. And I can explain that a little bit in detail as we go further into this broadcast here. But I do want to open up for a Q&A.
Okay. All right. Sister Brandy, look and see if there's any Q&A. And those that are watching, you can post your questions in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group if you're a member. If not, go to Twitter and use hashtag BWE. Hashtag BWE. Sister Brandy can pull those questions up. Right. Sister Brandy, are there any questions right now? If so, come on and share them with Brother Griff at this time. Are there any questions right now?
No, sir. Just looking at the post. I don't see anything quite yet.
If not, I could go over this Millennium 5 then real quick, okay? Okay, what Millennium 5 is basically, and I need you to follow me real close, Brother Darryl. Millennium 5, we developed a software that people would have to buy and purchase for $999. What this does, and the reason why the price is $1,000, because we want to weed out who's serious about being in the music industry. What this software will actually do, once you download the software into your computer, it will allow you to go global from that point forward. Meaning that once you upload a song into our system, the song automatically goes global. Once we check to see if there's any samples and everything clears, your song will go global. All right. What we do then, once you sign on with us, we have a personal business deal with the bank that's going to issue you a debit card. Once they issue you the debit card, 30 days later, we're going to pull in every place that your song was downloaded and sold for $1. One song for $1, that's 99 cents. Of that 99 cents, you get 70 cents and we get 30. All right? We'll collect all that money for you, run it through the bank, and the bank will issue you, after they issue you your debit card, they'll download the money on your debit card. This is unheard of in the music industry. No longer that you have to wait twice a year to get paid. You get paid every single month. Once we have registered 10,000 artists and 10,000 musicians, we're able to go to some major health company, and we're able to create a 401k for you and help get you medical coverage, help get you a life insurance policy and medical coverage. This is unheard of. So no longer will our famous and popular artists retire broke. You understand what I'm saying? We can have a retirement fund set up. Because if I have a catalog right now, my catalog consists of, last time I counted, 85 songs. The stuff I did solo with other people and Public Enemy. 85 songs I personally have out there. If I'm getting paid from all of those 85 songs, all right, I want to be able to maximize that money and get paid around the globe. Someone called me and said, man, I was in a taxi in Indonesia and I heard your song. I was like, wow. I said, well, how am I getting paid from that? I'm not getting paid from that. So by the time I hire a lawyer with a retainer of about $1,000, and by the time I finish that, I'll probably never see any money from that song. That's just a real dynamic, bro. Right. So Millennium 5 takes care of all of that. There's a lot.
What's the website for that, Brother Griff?
Millennium5.com. MILLENNIUM, the number 5.com. Millennium 5.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I talk about this in both of my books. Symbology, the Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, Book 2, and the Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, Book 1. And you can get both of those books at www.professorgriff.me. That's professorgriff.me. And just in mentioning that, Brother Darrell and Sister Brandy, would you believe I went to go get professorgriff.com, and some freckle-faced kid owned it and he wanted to sell it back to me for $2,500?
Yeah.
Professor, that's correct, and that's on Twitter too. Yeah, you
Exactly.
don't show.
Because some other people own that, so I had to freak it and just and get professorgriff.me, which is fly. I don't have to have a .com. I'm good, but I don't want to own it. I want to own Professor Griff. You understand? On Twitter. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, right.
But somebody else owns it. Now I can go to court and sue and whatever, but you know what they're gonna tell me? You ain't the only Professor Griff in the world. right. So Sister Brandy, since you looked this up, I'm directing this one towards you. So guess what I did, sister? I went and got a lawyer, a very smart black lawyer who specializes in trademarks. And what we did was we trademarked the name Professor Griff. We trademarked my likeness, and we trademarked the spelling of my name.
Nice.
So now I own it.
Beautiful.
So now anybody that uses it, I'm coming after you.
Right.
Plain and simple. What I did with my Public Enemy money 20 some odd years ago was took it and invested into 2 bonding companies that my family owned. So we actually get people out of jail. Of course, my major investment is into my health. I don't care what I own and what I'm passing down as far as wealth building down to my children. I need to be healthy in order to see they benefit from it. So I invest in my health. Then I invest in my wealth. Some of y'all still eating pork, but y'all got wealth built up. You ain't even gonna live to see it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Brother Griff, let me ask you a question for those up and coming artists, because I'm sure you run across them everywhere you go, right? That's trying to come up and get a deal. Knowing what you know of 30 years in the industry, if you had to do it all over again, what would you do to kind of not be, victimized by the traps in the devils and all the things that they put out here as traps to get our people so they can siphon all that money that's in this genre of music?
Well, I'd like to answer that question very directly, but there's some artists out there right now in the position that I was in back then. But the difference between me and them, I never wanted to be an artist. Hip hop chose me. I didn't choose it. I only chose it because I had the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad that I needed to get out. So I just used that as a medium. I wasn't looking to be in the music industry, but I was one of the more talented ones, along with Flavor and Chuck and Terminator and the S1Ws. All of us had talent. We just brought our talents together along with the Bomb Squad. We just brought our talents together. I was a DJ, I was a drummer, and I was a writer. But I didn't come in the music industry as any of those things. I came in as a road manager of Public Enemy and the leader of the S1Ws, and I did the research for the songs. So I had multiple talents. You understand what I'm saying? That same person that's listening to me right now have those talents in them, but they're looking to be famous, and I wasn't looking to be famous. There's a gentleman y'all should look up that lives in Kansas City right now, Tech Nine.
Heard of him, a brother.
You probably heard of him, but a lot of people haven't. But this brother, damn near millionaire.
Yeah,
Because
he's an independent artist.
Exactly, he's an independent artist. I would stay independent, but I didn't come in as a solo artist. I came in a group that I wanted to make a difference with black people. So I lent my talents and effort to that and resources to that group. You understand what I'm saying? Then I broke away, not by my choice. I never wanted to be an artist, ever. But it chose me. Right now, if I was to do it different, I'd learn the basics, and these are the things that I teach in my class. And I need you and Sister Brandy to do me the favor of being students for 3 minutes. Can y'all do that?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Get a piece of paper and a pen. Oh, I see you, Brandy. All right, you're ready?
This is my second sheet. Go ahead.
Draw a circle.
Uh-huh.
In that circle, draw a line through it.
Uh-huh.
And then draw a line through that line. That means you have a cross, right?
Right.
Then cut up the pie one more time with another line.
Okay.
Then cut up the pie one more time with one more line. How many pieces of the pie you got?
7, 8.
8. All right, you got 8 pieces, right? All right, let's pretend that y'all are artists coming into the music industry, right? And y'all bumped into me at Walmart or Wally World, rather. Oh, Professor Griff, man, I'm an artist, man. I said, tell you what, young man, young lady, fill in those 8 pieces of the pie with how you're gonna get paid in the music industry, and I'll help you out. You see, at that point, we're stuck because we don't know.
Right.
We don't know. So I'm gonna help y'all out. One is publishing. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna help y'all out twice. One for Brandy and one for you, Brother Darryl.
Yes,
Publishing is one and licensing is another. All right, y'all on your own from here. Go ahead.
Concerts.
Live performances, that's 3.
Live performances. Of course, the
Marketing.
sales of records.
I knew what you said, Brandy.
I said marketing and branding.
No. Sales of records, yes.
Endorsements.
Endorsements, yes. Keep going. You good, Brother Darryl. Come on, Brother Darryl. Merchandise. Come on now.
Merch. Oh yeah, merch.
You
gotta get merch. T-shirts and everything. Shoot. I mean, other business opportunities.
Exactly. Other ancillary properties that will surround that, right?
Perfume.
Okay. So
I said partnerships.
exactly. But all right. So let's just say if you're a writer and you own somebody else's song. Okay, so you wrote for your own self, but you can write for other people. Every song that you write may not fit you. So you got a song for another artist, you good. That may even sell more than your stuff, right or wrong. The average artist cannot fill in the blanks of that pieces of the pie. At that point, I know that they shouldn't even be in the music industry. So I just
now I only got 7, Brother Griff. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the 8th one? I got licensing.
It's more than 8, brother.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
Example. Yeah. It's more than 8.
Yeah. Movie. Soundtrack.
The one we just talked about when we started this program, streaming.
Streaming, yeah. Likeness.
And guess what? Artists like myself, who's 56 years old, when I signed my contracts for my 8 albums that I have out, there was no such thing called streaming back then. So if my records are still selling, then somebody owe me some money, right or wrong.
Yes, sir.
And listen close. What that does is create a job for Brandy. She says, wait a minute. So somebody owe you some money? Let me create a company that can go track down your money for you.
Mm-hmm. And I get a percentage whatever I collect.
Exactly. If Brandy have 10 artists like me, she paid.
Yeah.
Now let me give Brandy the core foundation of this new business she gonna set up. A tired old guy like me, 56 years old, I am not going on Instagram. I'm not going on Facebook and Twitter every damn day. I'm just not doing it. So what I do, I send all my stuff to Brandy on Sunday night, right? And all through the week, she promotes these things that I'm doing, and I pay her at the end of the week. And tell Sister Brandy I can get her 8 people just like me that'll pay her. Done deal. That's your business, Brandy.
That's it. I'm ready.
I want my percentage. If you do other people's social media, which I ain't got time for, that'll leave me free to do all my other stuff, Brandy. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting for somebody to set that company up. Somebody should set the company up right now, tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm your first client. I am. Trust me. Of course, we have to sign non-disclosure agreements and confidentiality agreements, so you don't leak at you don't go into my page and look at some stuff that you don't supposed to be looking at. Of course, we have to do that. It has to be a trust thing. But it is what it is, man. These are businesses right now. We have to start looking at the new models that we need to set up. I cannot do Instagram and Twitter every damn day, 4 times a day. I can't. I just can't. I'll answer the personal people. Oh, Griff, how you doing? I think you cute. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I'll take care of that. But Brandy ain't got to answer them. I'm just saying the business aspect of it. I can't do it, man.
Yes, sir.
I can right now, I'm producing my mate. I'm producing some songs for her, Soleil. We don't have time to be on social media. We did the song with Public Enemy. That's on the Public Enemy album. The song is blazing. But why don't a million people know about it? Because we don't have Brandy with that company set up where she can, act as the marketing and PR and a promotional person. That company needs to be set up. You understand what I'm saying? I can't see somebody with a multi-million-dollar idea sitting at the computer half the damn day on Facebook. I can't do that. I just can't, man. I can't. I should have gave y'all the business model of this place I'm sitting in right now. How the hell we go from paying 50 cents a cup of coffee to $5 for a damn frappuccino because we changed the name and gave it a damn French name with some damn whipped cream on the top?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Come on.
Yes, sir.
But anyway,
but Griff, let me ask you a personal question that popped in my mind when I saw a trailer of one of Kevin Hart's movie with The Rock. He had a PE T-shirt on.
Yeah.
Did PE get compensated for that?
When you say PE, all you're talking about is the person that owned that brand, who owns that name. Now you got to do the research. We don't own it.
Oh, okay.
Chuck may own it with someone, but you know them other people that he likes, so we don't own it.
Right. So only people that owns that logo.
Whoever Chuck in bed with. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Yes,
but that's an example on how now what area would that fall in on the streams of income for artists?
I just explained to you that I own the name Professor Griff, so someone would have to make me a licensing deal to license that my name to be used or my logo to be used. Yeah.
Okay. That falls underneath licensing.
Exactly. I own my logo. Let me tell you one of the tricks of the trade. You ain't got to share this with nobody, but I'm sure they're listening. I put my name inside my logo, so I automatically own my logo because it's my name. Can't use my name.
Right.
Yeah. So you can't put that on a T-shirt. I own it. That's my likeness, my fist in the air. That's me. Can't use it. So I put my name and my likeness in my logo. Yeah, let me tell you something. Cat Williams said, "Oh, y'all need to have some good white friends."
Some good ones.
That's the key word. Some good ones. But there's some brothers and sisters that know this business. Can I recommend the book for all of us to read, including us three that's on
Yes,
here?
sir.
All right. It's by Al and Laura Rice, R-E-I-S. Or Reese, I believe they pronounce their name. It's a foreign name. It's called the 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. The 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. Trust me, y'all will thank me 100 times over after y'all finish reading that book. These are laws that you have to know about branding. Let me tell you something. McDonald's does not care where Burger King set up. They don't care. Oh, I should say that the other way around, because McDonald's is at number one. Burger King is second. Burger King don't care. They'll set up next door or across the street. You understand what I'm saying? When McDonald's offered the Big Mac, Burger King said, we're going to offer the Whopper. Wendy's came along and said, the hell with both of you. We're going to put a chick in our logo, and we're going to make a square damn hamburger. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things that the 22 Immutable Laws of Branding teach us. Repetition is the mother of learning. Even if it's something ugly, everyone needs a mantra. What's McDonald's mantra?
What is it?
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it. Right.
Right. All right. Their written mantra is over 1 billion sold.
Right.
And I always used to ask the question, 1 billion what? You understand what I'm saying?
1 billion French fries.
So we have to understand these things. These things, repetition is the mother of learning. If you're driving behind a car on a 1-lane highway for 42 miles, 10 miles, you're going to read that bumper sticker 8 times. Right or wrong?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I bet you remember it after the 11th mile.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So we have to understand the laws of branding. All right? Guess what the concept they have out now? What it's called? It's called the human brand. Look that up. Excuse my language, man, but these idiots are walking around with the Mercedes-Benz logo tattooed on their shoulder. Come on,
Right.
man.
Right.
The human brand. Oh, God, man. Anyway, we got to do a part 2 to this, man.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Human
Yeah.
brand, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I have a quick question. Brother Mudakai comes from Japan. He's been there for 18 years teaching English. His question is, how do you maintain focus with so many distractions?
Well, it depends on what distractions are. Now, some of the distractions are good. I look at my mate. If I'm in the dining room and she walked by, yeah, here's some tea, honey. I'm like, that's a beautiful distraction. I don't mind that one. But what kind of distractions are you talking about? Like them them tools that come up and them pictures that come up on the side on Facebook while you on Facebook and distract you. You click on one and you forget what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, those distractions are bad. How do I stay focused? What I do is I give myself a certain time limit to be on internet. It's a time frame. I'm not on there long. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just not. A lot of us got notifications which are annoying. I turn the notifications off. I don't need to be notified every time somebody put up a birthday wish, or you understand what I'm saying? Every time their wife thinks she's pregnant, I don't need to know that. Turn the notifications off. If you have IG, Facebook, YouTube, your personal website, that's 4 different notifications coming from 4 different entities. You don't need that much distraction. I'm sorry. I just don't want to know that. I get around to it when I get around to it. So that's what I would do. And I'd stay focused. And of course, I would get an amethyst crystal and wear some black tourmaline around your neck for that radiation coming off the laptop. They call it a laptop for a reason. It sits in your lap. You will fry your testicles, man. You keep this thing on your lap. So I would suggest that you invest in. It's a little small pad that absorbs radiation, along keeping some crystals in your pocket. Right.
And what was that around your neck? You said that
black tourmaline.
Tourmaline. Okay, where
Right.
can we get those things
You
from?
you could Google that.
Google,
It depends if you in Texas. Any black store now. A lot of times those crystal stores are opening up left and right now.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stores that sell those crystals. Yeah.
Right. Now I know the thing that I've been hearing about, not that I'm in the music industry, but I know is a change of the game of the bandits is they offering artists these 360 deals,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
Right, and that's the way to capture some of that lost revenue. What are some of the things that an artist can do that can get around that or just avoid that altogether?
Well, I just gave it to you. The pie chart we just did.
Hmm.
It's not lost revenue. It's only lost to the people that want to control you.
Right.
So that money is yours. When I signed my recording contracts, most artists don't know that your publishing doesn't come with the contract.
Hmm.
It doesn't. So most artists don't know that though. So we have to understand that. So 360 deals encompasses 360 degrees of your earning potential forever, and it covers the full gamut of how you can earn money. So if your grandmother passes away and leave you money in the will, they get part of that.
No,
Yes, any way that you earn money, they get part of it.
you get an automobile accident and you get a settlement.
They get it. It's earnings. It's part of your earnings.
So it has nothing to do with your profession as an artist.
If you don't write that into the contract, no.
You as a human being.
Yep.
So it was almost like, and I'm sure you can talk about. They say about what is it? Us being a corporation and the government leveraging the citizens, right? So same thing. Your earning potential as a human being.
Right. Yeah, because your mom made a deal with the government and your birth certificate is worth X amount of dollars. And yeah, we've studied that. We know what the sovereignty thing is about.
Right.
Yep.
So let me ask you this, because that's a lot of pieces to the puzzle, brother, as far as those being the 8 minimum ways of making money for an artist. And you know better than I do, a lot of our people coming from the economic, condition of lack and want, they'll take a 360 deal. I don't care. $1 million, as I heard, what, 2 Chainz, somebody posted on YouTube, 2 Chainz and a barbershop with LeBron James talking about, shoot, $1 million, that's a lot coming out the ghetto. So they'll take a 360. Is there anything in place where an artist who don't want to be manipulated through the 360 can go to a source that in their best interest look out for these multiple streams of income or revenues, or is that something they have to kind of just do on their own?
They're not going to give you $1 million up front in cash to put in your basement. That's first of all. Second of all, how are you going to leave wealth for your children if they own 360 degrees of your earning potential forever? What are you going to leave? You're going to leave that to your child? No. You better take that $1 million if you're going to get it. Take 250,000 of it, hide it away, put it in a safe. Then you better take another $250 and have your homeboys create a business with your name as a silent partner, so you can continue to get paid. So when you fade out in the music industry, yeah, and then when you retire and want to come back, they're gonna still have that contract and they'll hold it over your head. Now, when Range Rover make a new truck, right, and one of them smart young white boys that like you as an artist want to use one of your songs after you retire, and Range Rover uses that song, all right, and they sell 1 million trucks based on your song, you get money from that. But guess what? Now they're gonna hold that contract over your head and say, we get a piece of that. Remember, we gave you that $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so with that being said, if I'm a new artist and I made aware of all these streams of income that are potential to me, is there a company that's out there, anybody that that's out there that I can sign, with them and they'll look out for all those different revenue streams for me, or is that something I'll just have to kind of figure out on my own and put in place?
No, you better get a business manager.
Okay, business manager does that.
Not a music business manager. Take that 25% that you're going to give up anyway, split it in half, and give one to your business manager, and give that other 12.5 to your music business manager.
Why are you making a distinction between the two business managers?
Outside of the music industry, you're going to need to make some money.
Okay.
Because you see how they shifted from the analog realm to the business to digital realm.
Right.
Look how much revenue people lost. A minute ago, people ain't know where to listen to music and where to go buy it and sell it. People were giving their music away. Remember, a minute ago, just a minute ago, parked outside in front of the strip club at 2:30 in the morning, giving a CD away out the back of their trunk. Come on now, that's real.
So business manager deal with all these other outside of music
Exactly.
revenues.
Real estate, anything that he think is a good. He'll call you up and say, "Listen, I'm sitting on your $250,000. I see a good business over here where you only have to invest $100,000. This is gonna be the return. This is when you get your money. Blah 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 blah. This percentage you get forever, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
See, me and my mate, me and Soleil, hooked up with KG from the Bomb Squad. We are 3 individual artists who people know and are familiar with, right?
Right.
What we did was we came together as one group called Spectrum, right? We have fame equity. I'm going to say that again. Write that down, Brandy. Fame equity. Our names together, right? You mean to tell me if we put out an album, we can't get booked all year round? Now listen, we not that pressed. We'll take the $3,500 show. You understand what I'm saying? To the $5,000 show. As long as we book every weekend and a couple of times during the week, we cool. But me and KG came in as DJs. You understand what I'm saying? Soleil came in as a writer and an artist from a publisher, $1 million publishing deal. All right. Her man, Professor Griff, knows publishing, knows licensing. We got connects. KG from the Bomb Squad knows music. We got connects. So all 3 of us together putting out an album at the end of this year. We're gonna be working all next year. You understand what I'm saying? We just need to hook up with a booking agent to make it happen. That's all. Let me tell you something. With what we're about to do, only thing that we're gonna need is about maybe 50 to 100,000 downloads, and we paid. That's it. We're gonna get that just on my name.
Right. Yeah. When you look at albums and songs being downloaded by the millions, what did Weekend have? 3.2 billion downloads.
3.2 million. He parlayed that into $92 million. $92 million. Pardon me.
So you got $3 on every download.
But he got an advance of 75 million.
Yeah.
Before one concert was done, he already got the money.
Right.
Of course, they probably just gave him half up front. At the end of the tour, you get the other half. Gotcha. Done deal.
Right.
But guess what? If out of those 80 concerts, if 40 of them is during the summer in front of crowds of 150, 200,000 people, oh, that ain't no damn money. Look how much they making.
Right.
She gets $65 a head at 200,000 people. Do the damn math, man, for real.
Right. The money is in the math.
But look at the merchandise, popcorn, goddamn,
Yeah.
$5, $10.
Right.
Not nachos, $7.50. A damn drink, $4. Come on, man.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. But
Any questions, Mr. Brandy? Any questions on the platform? If not, brother Griff, the thing that's hot right now is Jay-Z's new album. You got a comment on that? What's your take on his new album?
I'm not sure if it's hot. I don't know what that means. That language means.
Means they say it's hot.
No, he already signed a 360 deal, so they'll make it as hot as they want to make it.
Right.
I drove by the cell phone store, Sprint, and the whole window was Jay-Z 444. What kind of deal did you make? So he don't have to go out and sell the records. It's a 360 deal. They already paid him.
Oh, so he signed a 360.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wipe your forehead, bro. Because that's like most of us ain't getting that. So come on.
Yeah, but you know the ones that's coming up and don't know anybody. Oh, I want to be like Jay. I want to
No,
be like P
no,
Diddy. And
no.
when you
First of all,
know what they did,
his wife made $1 billion, man. So be quiet. Ain't nobody gonna be like Jay. So stop that. You let my wife make $1 billion and see what happened.
right,
Change my damn name to hers.
right, that's right. Now she making money in all those ways: licensing, publishing, concert sales, endorsements,
Of course,
merchandise.
because it's like okay, because her dude knows that business now. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, but anyway, all right. It is 8:20, and I'm sorry I gotta depart because I've been sitting here at Starbucks, and I'm sure I'm getting on these people's nerves that's listening to this interview. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, you got to go, brother.
Yeah, so I
Griff.
guess we could do a part two, and I'll make sure.
We'll do a part two, brother. I'll get with you in the next week. See how your schedule looks.
All
We'll do
right.
a part two. And thank you so very much. And any questions that come
Can I
after the
make a
broadcast,
suggestion?
absolutely, go right ahead.
Let's do part two in person. What we do is get a place. I come do a lecture there, and we do the interview live, and we broadcast it live.
There you go. All right, let's do it.
The
You know, you and I have been talking
cafe,
about you
huh?
coming to Houston.
Right. Let's make it happen.
See, for the record, y'all can both come to Columbus. Thanks.
All right, we'll talk about that, said Brady. Hey, bro, Griff. You know, it takes more than that to make that thing happen. Well, that's a whole lot of
Right.
work. There's
Yeah.
a whole lot of work. So
All
yeah,
right.
come to
Cool.
my house. Okay. All right.
Right.
Do what you got to do.
Right. All right.
All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So if you need to dismiss, go ahead and do that. Me and Sister Brandy will close out the broadcast. Let us thank brother Professor Griff for being here and spending over an hour of his time.
Can I
To
give you
be
my
with us,
website?
to share those nuggets, to talk about cream and money, madness, music, and mayhem,
Right. Let me
and
give you my
open up.
website.
Go ahead. Yeah, go
My
ahead and give us all the
website is
information
my
and contact.
website is www.professorgriff.me. My phone number is 678-557-2919. I'm on the air every Wednesday night at Serious Minds RNTV on Google Hangout and Facebook Live. There's a gentleman that lives right across the street from me who is developing a platform where we don't have to be on Google Live or Facebook. You understand what I'm saying? We need our own independent, because I'm sure y'all know that YouTube cut back from paying people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have to create our own platform, man. Seriously. So we're waiting for those developers to make sure they do their thing so we can have our own platform and build our own platform. We can communicate with one another, whether YouTube crumble or PayPal crumble or the rest of them. It shouldn't even matter to us. We got to take advantage of this technology like they have. But anyway, that's my information. This is Professor Griff, and I'm signing out. I love y'all to life, man.
Thank you, brother. Love you too. Keep the good work, and may Allah continue to protect and bless you
All
and
right.
your family. Thank you for
Give,
being here.
Thank you.
give
Yes.
thanks. Peace.
All right, brothers and sisters, there it is, a historical, right? Historical epic broadcast here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. You heard it first. You heard it for yourself, right? The world famous Professor Griff of Public Enemy, brothers and sisters. Where else would you get direct access and contact with him? Those of you who are watching it live or replay, you're gonna watch it later on. You can still put your questions in Twitter, hashtag BWE, or in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. Put your question there. I'll forward it to Brother Griff. And you heard him. He mentioned a part two. And this time we'll make it live so you can watch it live from wherever he and I can get together, or he and I and Brandy can get together. But the brother wants to come and speak and meet you face to face. And maybe if you can fly in, brothers and sisters, you can be where we are. If not, as a second option, you can use this technology. Says Brandy, go ahead and close out and share with us any activity that was there in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. We know Brother Munakai, he was popping up on my end as well with his comments. Go ahead and cover any comments or any questions there and close out. And then we're out of here. We're 25 minutes after the hour.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So once again, members, BWE, it has been another amazing episode. We thank Allah. We thank God for this awesome time that we had together. As usual, we do an hour of power. It was about an hour and 24 minutes of power because brother Professor Griff went in, and let us know. We appreciate everybody who participated in the live and also those who had to catch, who will be catching replay. Brother Mudikai, we thank you for your questions, your comments. He also put some different crystals in there on the site as well. So we'll make sure we forward that out to Professor Griff. He gave you his website, his phone number, the ways you can reach him. Brother Darrell's also stated that throughout the weeks. Don't forget, members, let's chat it up. Let's have a conversation because we're always looking for members to go live on BWE. As you've seen, the last couple of weeks, we had some sisters. We'll have a brother coming up, God willing, this Wednesday. Listen, as a member of BWE, you have the opportunity to be part of this time. So take full advantage. Continue to add your information where you are, your website, all the businesses that you offer. I mean, it's been great. Brother Darrell, I'm going to send it back to you. Thanks again. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Peace.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you very much. Brothers and sisters, thank you for being here. Right. Thank you for coming in and showing up and watching this special episode here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, broadcast number 17 with Professor Griff. You need to watch this over and over and over again and go to those sources that he gave you. I'm going to go and check out that article in Forbes because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about that social media. I'm all about learning this new technology and how to monetize that. Because in this new technology, brothers and sisters, this technical world and learning how to monetize that, that is where we can find our financial freedom. Thank you for being here. Share the stream, get the word out, and let's grow this platform. Let's grow this membership because every week it gets gooder and gooder. All right. So until next time, you know what we say. We'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our community deserves your very best. Be ready for part 2 with Professor Griff. Take care. God bless.